What is up, everyone who's watching there? Just getting everything set up here for the stream. While I explain what we're looking at here, this convoluted mess is a blaster. So, just getting everything lit up on my end so I can read the chat on my computer, and we'll go from there. Now, 9 o'clock, we are going to be having the panel discussion where we're going to talk about, I don't know, stuff, things, life, how expensive everything is. So, yeah. What's going on there, Strife? Unfortunately, I am doing the stuff from my phone today as the primary, so I don't really have much of regarding secondary access to stuff. But I'm going to try to get you a link here to the panel shortly. Just bear with me one moment. I'll send you out an email. Yeah, I know. Modding Nerf guns. What a lame-o. But hey, radio. Hey, Trip. Hey, can you tell which one it is? Can you tell which one this is? So yeah, $100 for GTA 6 without a physical disc is a hard pass for me. I'm not gonna pay $100 to fucking lease a video game. I want to own that shit. So I'll give you a hint. This might reveal it though, but how about now? So let me get to my actual YouTube page on my computer so I can read the comments better to my right while I work on this. Yep, it is the M41 Pulse Alien Blaster. The ridiculously overpriced by reseller blaster that now the bare minimum you can find them for usually is anywhere between like $150. I got this one from a mom that was getting rid of stuff, and she wanted a big bundle of blasters for $50. I was like, yeah, I'll pay 50 for it. And like she had posted it, and within 10 minutes I was just browsing through Marketplace, and I was like, yes, message, and I picked it up. So I lucked out with this one. I paid $50 for this one and like 10 other blasters. So since now I have 3 of them, I was like, you know what, I really wanted to mod one, like do an actual like performance mod on it. And yeah, so this is probably the most confusing mod I've ever done. What's going on, Dex? That being said, I can modify a Strife really fast. I can do a rapid strike in relatively short order. When it comes to doing all this nonsense with like the working lights and sounds and the ammo counter, I'm a little bit worried that I might fuck it up. But if I do, oh well. The ammo counter is literally only made for like 10 darts anyways, and I plan on turning this into either an HVZ spec or a 150 game level spec beastie that'll just have a fun gimmick, because I'll be quite honest, it's cool. And I can always use the spot for the LED for the ammo counter and use that as a voltage meter if I really got upset. Not to mention, given that I'm putting fangs in this, the speaker for the firing noise is not going to be heard anyways. So there's that. Now, oddly enough, Trip, I mentioned you in Reddit earlier. Some guy had been out of the hobby for a while, for like about since 2016, and was asking about what they missed, and people were talking about modding their hammer shots. And I actually said that Radioactive Designs is basically the hammer shot king that he consistently gets his shit to hit like 150 FPS, while the rest of us struggle to get it to go 80. So I gave you a little call out on Reddit, by the way. But oh my gosh, my computer is just running slower than shit. Come on, load the chat so I can not have to look so close to my phone and I can actually work on the mod. Now, I will say I picked up a couple things for this modification on Amazon recently. And I want to talk about the prices in the hobby because if you want, we want to talk about ridiculousness. This is what I mean by ridiculous. So give me 1 second here. We're gonna go to view my channel so I can see this. Go from there. A Rage Fire mod. I'll be curious to see that. Okay, so just wanted to point out a couple things for those who like to do complex modifications on flywheels. Um, First of all, these little bucks on Amazon, 5-pack for like $10, and these work just fine as a buck converter. The other thing I pointed out, and I discovered this because I realized I was going to need a couple of MOSFETs for this build. Naturally, when I think of a MOSFET, I think of out of darts because, you know, that's they kind of did pioneer using MOSFETs and designing their own MOSFETs for modders, and I respect them for that, even though I hardly ever use them. But I saw on their listings that this right here, one of these, and there are 10 of them here, they literally just snap apart. One of these is $4.99. So that is $5 on Out of Darts, plus shipping. It is the exact same make, the exact same model, the exact same serial number on the boards for the items, I should say. All of them, this entire sheet was $8. So, yeah. If you go to Amazon, I know we don't like to give Bezos our money, but if you're looking to save some money, just buy them in bulk. It's cheaper, like by a lot. Literally, for the price of one after shipping, you get 10 of them. So, and you can always save them and use them. And yes, Dex, you are absolutely correct. Modifying most flywheel blasters cost more than the blasters themselves, except for this one, because this one normally costs about $100, if not more. And I am spending, let's see, 17 on flywheels, 20 on motors, $37 plus 510. So $47 at the most. And that's using the stuff that I already have, which is the wiring. Now, if you don't have a printer and you can't print out a cage, then you might have to pay for a cage. Though this particular cage you cannot get anywhere unless you print it yourself, because that, contrary to what a lot of people thought, this is not rapid strike geometry or strife geometry. This is actually Elite 2.0 turbine geometry. So what I went ahead and did is that I got the Elite 2.0 turbine flywheel 41 millimeter crush cage that Buff Daddy had made. Now, Buff, he designed it to be used with like worker flywheels, and he specifically says do not use Daybreak flywheels on it. So I did a little bit of modification in CAD, and you can see that the wall's very thin in some parts. In fact, it kind of split open there. But there you go. So this daybreak wheel should fit inside here and hopefully not rub. Now, when we put the motors in here, we'll see. I had inadvertently, because I didn't realize it was not a strife cage, because I was operating the assumption that it was a strife cage, put my wheels and motors into a strife cage. Whoops. But I'm sure I'll probably end up modding another strife at some point. I will just recycle it and go from there. So Dex, the Rapid Strike, it's, I'll be honest with you, it's not too intimidating once you actually do it. There's a video by an Australian nerfer where instead of using 3 switches, he only uses 2. You get rid of the braking switch, which I'll be honest with you, the rotation on it is fast enough that you're maybe missing like a quarter of a second before it fires again and cycles the dart through. So as long as you're not looking for the motor brake switch, it's relatively easy to do a 2-switch wiring on a Rapid Strike. The thing that I will tell people is that when you're dealing with a Rapid Strike, especially if you're dealing with standard length darts, try to keep the cage at a 40, only because you are going to eat up the darts. Not to mention the darts are being pushed so quickly in here that you might shred them up if you go lower than that. So just a friendly advice there from me to you. Let me find my thing here. My screwdriver bit, which was somewhere on this table. Add everything here. There it is. Nope, that's not a screwdriver bit. That's a star bit. Let me go get my bits real quick. Maybe I put it up. And I did. Look at me being all responsible and shit and putting my bits away. So, anyways. And let me get my glasses on so I can read the chat. So yes, I can get you all that information. The problem with this one, Trip, is that it doesn't have the screw there. It is that cap. So if I pop this off and it looks to be a retaliatoid spring, a shorter one, I've been told that you can use an upgrade spring for the oh gosh, what's it called? The rough cut upgrade spring. I might try some cutoff K25 on this, and just upgrading the catch spring and making it a little bit tougher of a prime. But I'm going to have to cement this back down or epoxy this back down because this is one of those weird little clips that once you pop it off, they're very weak. So we'll see. Or I might try the threaded spring trick. See if I can get it to work that way. I'm not too worried about the underbarrel mod. Honestly, that's more for cosmetic as far as I'm concerned. Though it would be cool if I can keep it. The plunger tube seems pretty beefy. I'll be honest. If I could get a K26 and get it to hold and not break and actually get it to catch, that might be eligible for a redesign to stuff a singular Mega XL in there, and that would definitely make that a badass underbarrel. You won't get very far with it, but It'll still be badass because it's Mega XL. So we are hoping that we'll get Cartea in tonight. Looks like I got 3 people in the green room right now. Let me see who's in the green room right now, real quick. Oh, we have Cartea and we have Cillian. Let's go ahead and actually get him in here.
Hello.
Sponsor.
I've been working all day on this 711 millimeter barrel with a 5-inch Merlin. I just finished it. Just when you started messaging me, I was just finishing it up. Oh my goodness!
So if one of you would not mind, if one of you guys could send Strife the link in case he wants to hop on here, and same thing with Trip as well. If you guys want the link, just request it from Carter or Cillian. Just message them for your info where they can email it to you. I can't do it right now because I'm on my phone and my phone's recording.
Yeah, I don't know how to toss out here without crashing it. Every time I try to go out of here, it goes doo 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 doo. So Cillian, you may be the man for the job for this one.
Cillian, can you send that link to General Strife?
It's been an overwhelming day.
Yeah, things happen if you say I'm the last one allowed. Hold on. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I gotta figure out what to. I gotta figure out. Wait, where is Strife anyway?
Yeah, I don't even know his link. I don't even know how to get a hold of him. To be honest.
Okay, hold on.
Well, my name is on here, so just message me on Facebook and I'll provide it. It's that simple. Is that good enough?
Yeah, Stripe. If you want to reach out to Cillian on Facebook, it's just his name on Facebook.
Well, last name is Cillian, so you'll find me pretty easily.
All right, so it's shooting a lot more accurately.
Yeah, I haven't set the rifle on. Should be the same last name. Hold on. Or the same business name. Let me see what my Insta is. I haven't checked forever.
353. Now, I've been playing with this. This is the B car on top of the Merlin. I made the Merlin the same specs as B car. And it's shooting beautifully. It's shooting really beautifully. I was shooting 240 feet away at a tree, and it just straight there. It's the most stable I've ever seen it, but it is seem to be going a bit slower. I think the spring's taking a bit of a set, and I'm honestly believing that maybe I should dual spring this thing. I'm trying to find a compound spring to fit between the barrel and the SF 25 plus 2, which then I can possibly use. That's with the B car. Then I can possibly use a, I can possibly use a different K25, one that doesn't take a set as much, and something that's more comfortable, and ally with that. Okay, so nitro shot. Let's go. Same thing. So that was 353 without the B car and 330 something with. Let's see here. I just got back from outside working on this. Okay, 332 with nitro shots. It likes great. It always likes great. Like the Adventure Force darts. 339, and then with the B car. Let's see. And I got to play with the B car. Trip actually came up with the best position for it, actually. It's just so beautifully. Okay. And there we are. But there is life outside of 300 with this. Okay, nice. 329 with a B car. I mean, that's 330 feet per second. That's really good. And it's spinning like a top. It's spinning. It's so stable when it flies now. It was out of control. It's everywhere. And now it's good. But it's been a long day.
Is really the website, what's on the link is directly to the website, right?
Yeah, like the link takes you directly to StreamYard.
Okay, I got it then. I'll send it to him.
Perfect.
I think I figured it out. Yep, I think I got his thing.
And this Merlin on the inside of here is not waxed or anything else. I just cleaned it up. So it will probably get faster as it breaks in. But it definitely can use more power by far. Let me see if you guys can see that. Possibly no. Yeah, I need to shine a light through it or something. 1 second. Let's get my old and busted phone here. And let's see. And can you send a link to Trip too? That'd be really cool.
I think I can find him. Trip, what is your tag the same as it is on YouTube? I believe it is. I think I have your thing. Hold on. I'll send you a link on Instagram.
And this blaster destroyed the first Saber T. Just blew it to pieces. It just was insane.
All right.
It doesn't like the Saber T as much.
Oh, found it. Sweet.
All right. So
I
where's
like-
Milo's?
I love how Busby Toys followed Trip. That's hilarious.
Followed him. Other way around.
Yeah, that's all. I always love it when toy makers do that. That's hilarious to me.
Well, I was honored when I found that ZWQ is following me on Facebook. So
No way.
yeah.
All right. Well, where do you think they get all their ideas from? People? I mean, us, you know?
Well, I mean,
That's
hey,
how
you know,
they do
maybe they saw me like praising their Viper, and they were like, hey, maybe who knows? Hopefully, they'll send me free shit to review. Who knows?
I thought the Viper had some issues though, or was it the other one?
No, that's the Fire Rat.
Hey,
The Viper.
man, how you doing? Are you
doing?
well? Good.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
well?
all
Are
right.
you better?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Link.
Cool. So Merlin's shooting 353 without the B car, 330 something with. It definitely needs more power. The spring is definitely taking more of a set. So I honestly think with the right spring combo, this thing has got to just pull out. But it's getting so stable now. It is. I got to redo the scope mounts on it, but when I do and I make it harder, tougher, ooh, it's gonna. It might be a contender, but we'll see.
Oh, good.
I'm
Strife
not
in.
gonna speak to
If
it.
I get tripping.
Yep, Strife connected. Well, so Trip just said that he can't do it this week. He's not set up for streaming, but that's fine. Hopefully another time, buddy.
I won't say.
So tonight, guys, I wanted to talk about, obviously, you know, and we're touching back on a recurring theme: affordability in the hobby, because as I pointed out, you know, I had to do a couple things for the modification. Just to give you an idea, these right here, there's a MOSFET. They're about $5 when you buy them from Out of Darts individually. I was able to source the exact same MOSFET from that Out of Darts sells. I'm sorry, no, this is a buck. This is a buck. Sorry, this is the MOSFET, the exact same MOSFET that they sell. And I was able to source it from Amazon of all places for the price of one that I would have paid after shipping, less than the price of one that I would have paid after shipping. I bought an entire sheet of these, so literally a total. Yes, like this many.
You bought? How much did that cost?
$7.97.
You gotta be kidding me.
I'm
That's
dead
insane.
serious.
How much does Out of Darts charge again? Hold on, I gotta check this.
$5. Look it up on Out of Darts and type in MOSFET. $5. Look at the image.
Man, you ought to become a motor dealer, baby.
Like,
There's
I
no
could
way.
literally buy these and sell these for $2 and make more than enough profit.
What are those used for?
So, okay, these are used to, like, if you want to keep stock switches, you plug in your LiPo directly through here, and then the output you put towards the stock switch, and it allows you to not fry out parts.
Holy shit! It is $5.
$5 dues.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Now, mind you, $5 is not too much. It really is. I mean, I'll be honest with you. $5 for a MOSFET is not too expensive. But when you see that I bought 10 for $7.99 on Amazon,
Yeah, that's not very fair.
That's not your friend.
What about
No.
the buck? I'm curious about the buck.
so a sheet of 5 of them, because they all come connected, I think it was like $10
Wow.
on Amazon.
They're $2.99 right now a piece. That's hilarious.
Incredible.
So
There were $6, but they're a buck more. So Out of Darts is charging absorbent amounts of money for something you can get way cheaper if you source it.
exactly.
Or would you find the voltmeters for cheap too?
Yes, same thing. I bought a 6-pack of voltmeters for the price of one.
That's ridiculous.
So that being said, and again, this is, and mind you, I know it sounds like it's going to be a pick on Out of Darts thing, but it's talking about affordability in the hobby.
Yeah.
I look at those things and I know that, and I'll say it lovingly, we are a hobby of cheapskates. That's why we mod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go look other places, guys, because this is becoming problematic now. The other thing that I'll look at, and John, you're there on Out of Darts' website right now. Go look up how much they're charging for Gisela, too, by Lidl Dynamics.
Oh, the blaster.
Yes, the hardware kit alone, the hardware and the print.
Oh, okay, hold on. I'm just looking up by Lidl. Hold on.
Well, my thing is that people are lazy too. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be a dick or anything or sound really negative, but they're lazy and they would much rather go to Out of Darts, rather than actually spending the time of 5 or 10 minutes to look.
You're right. You're right.
I mean,
but
and I'll call a spade on that one.
What's the blaster?
Gisela 2, Gisela 2.
I'm
It
looking.
looks like a lever action blaster. It's like their image should be red and black, or red and gray.
Okay, I'm really trying to make this work, guys. This isn't easy for me. I'm very, very smartphone illiterate. Let's see, light.
Oh, I found it.
Enter
It's not
person.
okay. The hardware kit is $26.
Now, how much is the 3D printed parts plus hardware?
Damn you. Hold on a second.
Gotta go find it.
Hold on. Being stupid. Okay, hold on. Well, I wanted to show you guys.
$200? That's crazy.
I may actually need to come on. Damn it.
So it's
I've had a rough day
$200. So you're paying almost $100, right? I said $20, right, or $30.
It was $26, $25.99.
Okay, so you're paying basically, give or take, so 26.
Hold on, it gets worse, John. It gets much worse.
Yeah, fathom.
Go look up individually how much it costs to get a tube, a plunger tube, from Out of Darts for a slab. What's the price of it?
Okay, hold on.
Got an idea. I wanted to kind of show it, but it is very hard. Very hard to show. But I want to try to see if I can get this on camera, guys. Because this is cool. This is science.
Is it just a standard polycarb tube?
Yep, standard polycarbonate tube.
What size?
Basically,
Slab.
the size for a calico. Look that up.
Do I see that?
Oh, I see.
Yep.
I'm trying to do it. It's not easy.
4-inch. Okay, let's see.
All right, you guys see that?
$4.39 for a polycarb tube. Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Hold on, Chris. $4.39 for a polycarb tube. How much is a standard 30 centimeter barrel, regular wide, regular width?
$12. Well, a worker 550 is $12 or so.
Standard bore machined aluminum barrel.
Yep.
Yeah.
What length?
Let's just say 30 centimeters.
So 300
Or
millimeters.
12 inches.
Yeah,
Or
300.
12
Yeah,
inches.
300.
$14 from them.
$14. Okay.
Wow.
There is no. Okay, literally, I can tell you that the elastic bands, it's $9 for 65 yards. Or sorry, for 12 yards. So for 36 feet.
Right.
Okay. They are charging you $26 for a barrel and a plunger tube, and I think 2 O-rings.
Fail. Come on, don't do that. Come on.
What about the rest of the hardware?
There is no
There
hardware.
is none. It's a hardwareless blaster.
Oh, there's only a single screw.
Not a single screw.
That's
Not a
incredible.
brass farthing.
Not a screw at all. No screws at all whatsoever.
I feel like this is a scam.
Well, I mean, there is screwing going on, but not with legal.
But yeah, but
I
not.
was about to say that.
Yeah, but not with hardware. Now here's the best part, because I was thinking about this and I did a cost breakdown. I have a 3D printer. I 3D printed the exact same blaster, and I have the exact same model printer that Out of Darts uses, the A1. Okay?
Yeah, they used to use the Priuses, but yeah.
I printed the exact blaster with much stricter and using a lot more filament than they would, because my print quality, I literally double the walls than they compared to what they would. And it took me less than 36 hours to print everything out.
Wow.
The standard rate is usually, like when it comes to maintenance, is charging $1 per hour, per print hour. So that means that at $175, they're charging a ridiculous amount for filament costs and for labor costs for a disassembled blaster.
For so $174. Oh, Chris left.
We lost Chris Cartea. Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Milo?
Yep.
John?
Yep.
Hello.
Okay, good. I still have audio from everybody. Okay, good. Let's see what happens with Cartea.
So $174.
So yeah. So that being said,
That's
it's
crazy.
kind of a ridiculous price point for a blaster that only hits 185 FPS, according to them.
It looks
Would
small.
we all agree on that? $200 for a
Yeah.
needle blaster.
That's way too much. I mean, I'll be honest with you. A blaster like that, to me, maybe less than $100 is what I'd be willing to pay. Maybe.
I
But
would
I don't buy
honestly.
3D printed blasters like that. So, I mean, and
Yeah.
I only trust a couple people to print for me anyway.
Yeah, I honestly, Milo, I would only the only thing I could justify charging for anybody for that blaster, and that's with assembly, would be $75 plus shipping, and that's it. I could not, in good conscience, because here's the thing, I have the blaster. It's fun, but it is a plinker. It is all it is. It is a
Sure looks
single
like
load, single shot blaster that's lever action.
Right. Right. I mean, I just wouldn't pay that much. I'm sorry. And
Oh, that's fine.
I'll,
Now,
I'm not talking about your price. Your price is more reasonable, but theirs is like just no, just no.
Yeah, that's-
I mean, I'm sorry, but it almost seems like we've had a role reversal in the hobby, if you think
Well,
about it. And what I mean
here-
by that is that back in the day, people used to 3D print blasters, and they were relatively cheap.
Like
Right?
the Caliburn days. I remember those days.
Yeah.
Those are really 3D printed.
Exactly, John. Where you could go to Slug himself and get one for like $150.
And that was cheap back.
yeah.
That was high back.
The problem though that's changed, and I will say in defense of the price increases on 3D printing, is that they've gotten a lot more complex than from when Slug was in the arena.
Yeah.
Let's get
Right,
Chris back
but
in
I'm
the,
just
on the
using that
stage.
as an example, though. I'm just using that as an example. They've gotten cheaper. They used to be really cheap, but now, like, I see people charging $300 for a 3D printed blaster, and I'm like, in whose world?
Yeah,
I mean, the most I've ever spent for a 3D printed blaster is like $220.
yeah.
But
And mind you, you
I
have
buy stringers. I don't buy flywheelers.
yeah. Well, you have blasters like the Stagecoach and the Breacher that cost are going to cost you $4 easily.
Yeah, and
That's
I'm
just
sorry,
ridiculous
that's why I don't
for
have one.
No,
Because
precisely.
I have common sense.
Precisely. The funny thing for me though, and again, it goes down to what if this was a high performance and like a high end performance blaster that someone was going to take to a competition, I could understand paying $200 for it. I can understand that. but this is literally a blaster designed for loading a single dart at a time and firing for target practice. It's a fun lever action. I mean, it is fun. But no one in their right mind is going to run this in an HVZ. They're not going to run it. Like, it has no application in an actual Nerf war. No practical application. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. As opposed to, and let me shift my camera. I'll bust this one out real quick. As opposed to, and this is another Leo build, this monstrosity.
Oh wow.
That is mag fed and hits 278 consistently with bamboo with lightweight darts. So, like, no.
May I go on a quick rant?
But
No, I get you. But to me, though, now it's gotten to the point, though, where back in the day, back in the Caliburn days, like John said, and stuff like that, with the old school 3D printing, you used to be able to get a blaster relatively cheap, and you would have to dump a ton of money pretty much into a Hasbro shell or whatever to get it to hit like 200.
Guilty of that.
Or more. But nowadays the roles have reversed. You could go, for example, to freaking Walmart and buy anything off the shelf that's ready to go right out the box for $50 or less.
That's not Hasbro.
That's true. Which kind of brings to something that I've said in the past, is that what's killing the modding community this day and age is the fact that you can buy these blasters already nearly perfect out of the box, and it doesn't cost as much to modify them anymore, so people just aren't inspired to. Obviously, present company excluded, gentlemen.
Okay.
Because you know that Mr. Carteo over there, if he can find something that's going to hit, like, I'm pretty sure that Chris's ultimate goal is to find a Nerf blaster that he can go to be supersonic.
Well, can I show you this really quick? Because this is
He's
hard
quiet
to
over
do.
there.
It's hard to put everything in position. It's
There's a
really
way to
difficult.
do it.
Okay, whatever. I'm trying.
Hold
guys.
on. I lost Carteo. Who do we got here?
I'm here.
Oh, looks like we got Peter Parker on stage.
Yeah.
All right, Cartea, can you drop and try to come back in? Because we don't have audio for you at all.
What about me?
I hear him.
Can we do an audio
Alright,
check for
whatever.
everybody? Because I can't hear Chris at all. Can you guys hear Chris?
Yes.
I can.
Cillian, can you chime in?
Hi.
Yeah.
Nope, I lost Cillian also. He was working
I'm
just
here.
fine. Strife, can you chime in?
Yeah.
Nope, I don't
do you
hear
me?
anybody. All right, you know what, guys? I'm not dealing with this tonight. I'm killing the stream. I'll reload.